All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the Low Board Report. I'm here with RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatch Network. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to get live here in about 5 minutes. We'll be live here in about 5 minutes. So you all hold tight, and we'll be right back with some see what's going on in your neck of the woods today with the lows. Give me just one moment. Let me finish setting up. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Today is Tuesday. I hope you all had a happy Labor's Day on yesterday and this Labor Day weekend. Hope y'all enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. This morning, we are up bright and early, getting ready for the Low Board Report. So I want to welcome you all to this morning's episode of the Low Board Report, our weekday daily Low Board review on what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to trucking and these loads, what's going on with the freight out here. So, hold on. Y'all know I got to have my coffee. All right. So, let me go ahead and get everybody welcome and set up. As you all know, so sharing my screen here. As you all know, this is all sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. There we are right here. We are the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network, where we provide tools, resources, training, support, everything that a broker or a dispatcher or an aspiring broker or an aspiring dispatcher would need to be successful. We don't just do training. We do training. On top of that, we provide you with all your documents, contracts, and your agreement forms. We also provide you with tools and resources. We also provide you with low boards. More than 100 of them is what we provide you with. We also provide you with access to more than 19 million shippers and a logistics library with every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking. We provide all these things through our Logistics Learning Center. And if you wish to join our Logistics Learning Center, you simply go to mydispatcher.org. That's mydispatcher.org. Scroll down, you'll see a video in the middle of the page. On that video, you click where it says to enroll, click here, and you can enroll in our platform for just $349.95 is the enrollment fee. And after that, it'll be $39.95 per month to access all your back office tools, resources, training, support, our network, and everything that we feature here on the Low Board Report. Veterans can join for just $249.95, and their monthly subscription fee is $29.95 per month. All right, let's get back to our Low Board Report this morning. Okay, so this morning, we're going to be featuring a different load board. Last week, we featured our load board, which was direct freight. That's the load board we featured last week, as you all see here. This week, we're going to feature a different load board. We're gonna go to a different load board. Let's go ahead and find it. Which one let's hit our load board Rolodex and see where we're gonna wind up today. Let's spin the Rolodex wheel. Let's go here. So today we're gonna check out the load boards on Trucking Planet. That's what we're gonna check out, the load boards on Trucking Planet today. All right. Let's see here. Trucking Planet is where we are. Let me go ahead and log in. Let's log in. Let's go to the load board. Let's look at some freight. All right. Let's look at some freight. Let's do freight. All right. Unlike the load board that we have with the with direct freight, and like I said, this is the reason why I really like this load board, because it has a load map. It gives us a snapshot of the country. So let's go ahead and refresh this and see what the snapshot is for today. All right, here's the snapshot of the country today. We always start with a snapshot. I always like to start this way because trucks get a good, I can get a good understanding of what's going on where. So if I've got trucks in certain areas, owner operators in certain areas, I can look at those areas and immediately know, what the load count looks like. What's the load availability look like? What's the probability of me finding them some good freight by the sheer number of loads that are available in those areas? It also gives me a way to determine where I need to run someone down to or send someone to in order to get them better loads. If they're in an area, especially if they're up here like in an area like that's got only 161 loads, South Dakota, somewhere like that, and I need to run them somewhere to get them a better count, a better load count, a better availability of loads, which increases the chance of them getting better paying loads. I know where I can run them. I can run them over, 2 states over to Wisconsin, and there they have 1,600 loads versus 161 loads in South Dakota. Or I can run them diagonally down to Illinois, 3,782 loads, big load count there. And from there, from these places here, I can find them something much, much, much better, a lot more options of where they can go, as you all can see here, as to the load count. That's how I like to do it, and that's how we train our students over at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Now remember, as I mentioned before, these are tools and resources that we provide to our enrolled students. Now, for you truckers out there, if you're looking for a load this morning, call me up, 866-973-6445, and I'll tell you what's going on in your neck of the woods. And the loads that we provide on the load board report are completely free. We don't charge any dispatch fees. There are no broker fees. We basically just pull up the loads. We show you, we tell you where they are. We tell you how to get in contact with the broker or the shipper who has that load, and you just ride out, okay? So that's what we do here at the load report, and this is only during the load report that we provide free loads. So if you want to take advantage of that, give us a call each morning, each weekday morning at 6 a.m., 6:15, and we will look up the loads for you live here on the broadcast. All right, so that's what we got going on in your neck of the woods as far as the load board count. You all can see it. California has over 3,200 loads. Arizona has 694 loads. New Mexico, 361 loads. Texas leading their pack again, I think, with 5,867 loads. Louisiana, 904 loads. Florida, 1,493 loads. Alabama, 2,133 loads. Georgia, 2,802 loads. Mississippi, 1,606 loads, 601 loads. Arizona, Arkansas, I'm sorry, 3,011 loads, and so on and so on. And you can see here with Illinois, 3,782 loads. Indiana, 2,821 loads. Ohio, 3,207 loads. West Virginia, 339 loads. Virginia, 1,272 loads. Where's my PA at? Everybody will always wonder what's going on in PA. Pennsylvania, 2,847 loads. Come over here, Oregon, 1,086 loads. Wyoming, Washington, I'm sorry, 961 loads. And Montana, 293 loads. And as y'all can see, those are the load counts through the various states. If you have a state in mind or an area in mind, don't forget to give me a call while we're here on the show, 866-973-6445. That's 866-973-6445. It doesn't matter what extension you hit this time of the morning, you're gonna run right into me. All right. So that's the look at the map and the load count of what's going on today. Now let's take a look at some loads. All right, let's look at load by state. We're gonna go ahead and pick Alabama since that's top of the list. We're gonna do a blanket search of what's going out there. Now, another reason why I like this load board too, because you can get real specific with this particular load board. And this load board not only tells you what's going on with the loads, but you can also look up carriers and empty trucks and things like that. Okay, you can look up carriers by the type of trailers that they have or type of cargo that they transport. You know, box trucks and sprinter vans. Those of you who are looking to sign on carriers and stuff, this is where you want to go to find this type of stuff. Also, we got our super databases here. You know, our shipper databases where we can go directly to shippers, more than 19 million plus shippers. We have dry van shippers that only ship dry van freight, 34,000 plus dry van shippers, flatbed and step deck, and hot shot shippers. If you people who are looking for direct shippers, 10,900 plus shippers that have that type of freight. We also have refrigerated shippers, have more than 2,900 plus refrigerated direct shippers. Distributions, wholesalers, 27,000. Fresh food, agriculture, horticulture, 4,000 plus. Importers and exporters, more than 5,000 plus. Medical equipment manufacturers and shippers, 2,800 plus, and so on and so on and so on. So I like this this load board too with Trucking Planet because it provides you a lot more than just loads. It gives you a lot of great resources here to to use to be able to find certain types of things, okay, or certain type of carriers, certain type of loads, things of those nature. But here we're on the loads, we're on the freight. You can also look up empty trucks. If you need to find some trucks, those of you who are dispatchers and freight brokers, if you need to find some empty trucks, there they are. Those are trucks that are looking for loads, that need loads right now. You can go ahead and find them right there. All right, let's look at some loads. So what do we have here in the Trucking Planet today? Now, here's another reason why I like this load. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little heads up about this load board. This load board has what's called a frequency category. This is very important. It tells you which loads are repeat loads, which loads run daily, which loads run just one time only, which loads run weekly, monthly, and so often. This is very good resource and very good tool for dispatchers and freight brokers, but dispatchers primarily, because it is going to let you know what loads are dedicated. Okay, see right here, these daily loads, those are pretty much like dedicated loads. That load runs every single day. This load runs every single week. It runs weekly. This is a one-time load only. So I like this. This load runs year-round. So this is a daily load that runs year-round. You can call up the broker and say, "Hey, I got a guy who can run this load, year-round." If that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to put people on loads that are going to be repeat loads and give your carrier, give your client some type of familiarity or some type of structure on doing something, the same thing, going to the same place. If you have carriers like that, I know a lot of carriers like that type of stuff. They like knowing what's going to happen, knowing where they're going to be, where they need to be, when they need to be there, and things like that. They can plan their life better by having that type of access. Now, as I mentioned before, all the loads that we are providing here today are free while on the load board report. Okay. Matter of fact, let me go and share this real quick. Let me go and share this real quick. Let me go and share the load board report real quick with our Facebook crew. Now, remember, if anyone is up this morning looking for loads, give me a call at 866-973-6445. That's 866-973-6445. Okay, and I will let me turn this down. All right. So if you all are looking 4 loads this morning. Again, give me a call, 866-973-6445. I'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction on loads, tell you what the price is, tell you how to get in touch with the broker, the whole 9 yards. Let me share this with Facebook real quick. Live, the load board report. Okay, give me just a moment, and we'll get back to our report here. Yes, just 30%. There we go. Now, all right, let's get back to our report. All right, as I was mentioning here before, let's get back to our report, to our live loads. All right, so here's what we're looking at this morning. Okay, and this is the reason why I like this particular load board, because it gives you frequency, among other things. It gives you some really great features when it comes to these loads. Now you notice here, you don't immediately see price on these loads here on Trucking Planet. You have to click on it. Once you click on the load, it tells you that this load is available now. It tells you where you can pick it up at. This particular load here, it is this shipment. Which area does this shipment originate? It tells you where it originates, gives you the contact name, the number, which this one is picking up. This is company name is BMAC Deanna. Must be a person. Okay. And it gives you the phone number, 540-742-8887. And it also gives you their email address. And this is a one-time only load. This is an oversized heavy haul load from Alabama. Decatur is the city, and it's going to Iunka, Mississippi. I guess that's right. It's 58,000 pounds, and standard pay, which is 30 days. 24 to 48-hour quick pay is available, and it has the shipping details. You got to call them to get the price on this particular load. So this particular one doesn't actually show the price up front, but as I mentioned before, that's just the way that particular one does. They have a lot of loads on here that does show the price. Let's scroll down, look at some regular loads. Find something that's not a heavy paying load. Here is a flatbed load that's pulling out on. It should be ready today. One moment. It was the entry date. See if this load is still available. Yes, it is available now. It's an open load. It is available now. No, hold on. I don't think that load is available right now. Let me go back here. Equipment, Alabama. Let's click our dates here. Here we go. All right, there we go. Let's look at some loads that are going to be available here today and this month and the upcoming months. All right, here we go, right here. All right. Now, like I said, I like this load board because it has quite a bit of information. Here's a van load. Looks like it's going to be available 9/27. Pull this one up. Now remember, anybody that wants loads today, give me a call, 973-6445. And I will tell you what's going on in your area or your neck of the woods and give you some idea of what those loads are doing, what they're paying. I can put you in touch with the carrier, and I'm sorry, with the broker and or the direct shipper, and you all can ride out with those loads. Okay, so I'm waiting for people to give me a call so I can look loads up for them. In the meantime, let's go take a look at some of these shippers, direct shippers. Let's look at some dry van shippers. Okay, now this is something this is a free service for today, but if you want access to this stuff, because shipper lists can cost quite a bit of money. Of a good shippers list, you can pay anywhere from $500 to $2,500 for a shippers list, depending on how many shippers you have on that list. When you join our platform, you get access to more than 19 million shippers. This is just one resource that we have that we provide to our students and our members for finding shippers and directly connecting with shippers. This is one of our shippers lists. This is a dry van shippers list. And here's what I like about this shippers list. You notice here, it gives you everything you need to know. It tells you where the shipper is, what state. It tells you the sales. They have between $20 and $50 million in sales. That's very important because you want to know, how much freight a shipper is moving. Okay, and this is sportswear, women's manufacturers, and it gives you the contact person. Now you notice that this is not just any contact person. This list, this website gives you the name of the person who is actually in charge of making a decision. It gives you the president of this particular company. Okay, Mr. David Osborne. He's the president. He gives you his direct phone number. He gives you, you notice here, his direct email address. You're not just getting some blanket company email address where you're going to be sending stuff to a secretary or a go-between. You're going to be sending stuff directly to the person that makes the decision. So if you're looking to contact shippers and really have a good chance of contacting a person that's making the decision to either start sending you loads every day or sign you on to their shippers list, this is where you want to be. Okay, every shipper on here is the same thing. We're either giving you the owner, the president of the company, vice president of business development, or something of that nature, because these are the people who make the decision. Transportation managers, these are the people who make the decisions on whether or not to start sending you those shippers lists or get you signed on if you are a broker to with your broker shipper agreement. Okay, your shipper packet. These are the direct people you really want to get in touch with. Okay, let me check over here on YouTube to see if we got anybody looking for loads. No one's logged on this morning yet. No one's looking for loads. All right, remember, if you're looking for loads, give me a call, 866-973-6445. It doesn't matter what extension you hit. Whatever extension you hit, you're going to reach me. Let's go over here and look at some live loads. All right, let's go to Kentucky and look at some live loads. Let's go to Kentucky and look at some live loads. All right, in Kentucky, let's look at a certain type of loads. We're going to look for trailers. Let's look for some dry van loads. A lot of y'all say I don't do dry vans enough, so let's look for some dry van loads, see what's going on in your neck of the wood with dry van loads. Bennett vans. We're also going to do some curtain vans and intermodals. All right, so let's do a search real quick. All right, what we got going on with some dry van loads? Let's go and hit our pay rate. Let's see what's going on. All right, now, for those of you who say that that dry van loads don't pay enough. Here's a dry van load that's leaving out of Florence, Kentucky, going to Detroit, Michigan. It's only 276 trip miles. All right, 276 trip miles. It is a dry van. It is only 23,335 pounds. It is paying $11,000, people. Come on, y'all. Now, where do you find that load at? You're going to call Frontline Logistics Incorporated over at 734-449-9474. Now, let's check this out and see if this got any multiple drops or things like that. Now, the ship date is 9/9, which means that's the ship date. The ship date is 9/9, which means you all got time to pick that load up. Those of you who are going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of Florence, Kentucky, if you want a good paying load, there it is right there. $39.86 per mile. Okay? Great load. Great load. Let's check and see what this load entails. Are there multiple drops or anything like that? We're looking, the age of the load is less than 10 hours long. That ain't gonna last long, y'all. Y'all better jump all over that this morning. If anybody wants that load this morning, you give me a call. I'll go ahead and give you the information on it, 866-973-6445. Or if you want to go ahead and contact Frontline Logistics now, it is 734-449-9474. That's Frontline Logistics. They've got that load available right now. So it looks like it's still live. It's still on there. So I want to go grab that one. Okay. $11,000 is what is the posted rate on that load. Okay. That's what they're saying. $11,000. I don't make this stuff up. That's what they're saying. It's only 276 trip miles. 53-foot dry van is what's required. Weight, 23,335 pounds. Pay rate, $11,000. All right. Doesn't say anything about multiple drops. I don't see anything here, but then again, you might want to, contact them to find out the exact specifics on it. Don't ever assume anything on loads. Always contact them to get the exact specifics. Go ahead and get you get them to send you the sheet on that, rate confirmation and things like that. So, and that's what's going to show you where if it has some multiple drops or anything like that. Okay. This company does have 3 additional matches for this exact search. So I like that feature right there. You can click on it and it'll show you the additional matches. And so, but that's a great load. So if somebody wants that load, jump all over it. Jump all over it. Remember, if you want to contact me live this morning and ask me a question about these loads, or if you want one of these loads, give me a call right here on the load board report, 866-973-6445, and we'll tell you what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to loads. All right, let's look at another decent paying dry van freight load. Here's one that's going, it's not bad for a dry van load. It's going 1,665 miles, picking up in Hebron, Kentucky, going to Springfield, Utah. Okay, and that was a van load, full load, 31,000 pounds, paying $3,500, $2.10 per mile. That's over at Coyote. That's number 773-904-9709. You got a load here. Let's look at some of these higher rate per mile loads. Let's check out that. Let me refresh and look at the rate per mile ones. All right, here we go. Here's one that's going from Lebanon, Kentucky. I ran a load from Lebanon, Kentucky once. It's not a bad city. Okay. 192 trip miles. It's the trip miles on that one, so it's not going very far. Lebanon, Kentucky to Clayton, Indiana. There's dry van, full. It's only 5,000 pounds, very light, and it's paying $1,100. So about $5.73 per mile. So that seems like a pretty good deal. click on it here just to make sure it's not multiple stops or something like that. But that's always a bummer when you got looking at something like that and you see it's got multiple stops. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be just a straight shot. But that's what it looks like. It looks like this is just a straight shot. With Surge Transportation. Give them a call, 844-591-6090. 844-591-6090. If you're looking for a load out of Lebanon, Kentucky. If you're somewhere close to Lebanon, Kentucky, there you go. There's a load that's going on down to Indiana, and it's paying $1,100. It's only 192 miles, folks. That's $5.73 per mile. That's great freight for a dry van. That's not bad for a dry van. All right, I'm just scrolling through here because I'm still waiting on people to give me a call. This is on our second broadcast, so I guess people are still not knowing that we are giving out free loads live. So hopefully when people catch on, if you all are watching this, share this video. Let all your trucker friends know that we have a broadcast that we broadcast every morning from 6 a.m. until about 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Load Board Report, live Load Board Report, where we actually give away free loads. I know a lot of truckers out there, they complain about, well, I don't want to use a dispatch because they charge. Well, if you're looking for some free loads, if you're looking for some free loads, this is the place to come. If you're looking for free loads every morning, you get up in the morning, you need a load, log on to our YouTube channel. Log on to our YouTube channel, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get this live report every weekday morning from 6 a.m. until about 7 to 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the Load Board Report. And our toll-free number that you can call in to ask about loads in your neck of the woods is 866-973-6445. And of course, this is sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network, where we provide our students with more than 100 load boards, access to more than 19 million plus shippers, access to all the tools and resources, training, and support that they need to be successful. And they keep 100% of every dime that they earn. Okay, let's just scroll down here. But as you can see, we're looking at dry van loads anywhere from $39.86 per mile, going all the way down to $3 per mile, $5 per mile, $4 a mile, $6 per mile, $2.82 a mile. So got a lot of good dry van freight here. So if anybody looking for some good dry van freight, give us a call. Stuff leaving out of PA right now, leaving out of Bunker, Kentucky. Yeah, we're all in Kentucky right now. So that's what we're all in right now. Let me go ahead and get rid of this and see what we got in some other neck of the woods. Let's pull up Georgia. Search what's going on in Georgia with some dry van freight. As far as pay rate goes, got some stuff leaving out of Social Circle at 54 trip miles. Very, very short run. I like short runs. 54 miles, Social Circle, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. 19,000 pounds, $400, $7.41. So those of you who like to stay local in the Atlanta area, hey, go in and grab that load, run it. And I would ask that carrier, I would ask that broker if that is a repeat load. Okay. A lot of times short runs like that, they are repeat loads. And I would ask them if that is a repeat load, how often do that load run? That load probably runs every day. Those short mile runs like that, most of the time those are repeat run loads, and you can talk to your broker and find out if that load runs every day, and then you got yourself a run that you can run every day and make $400 really before your breakfast gets cold. You know, you can pick that load up in the morning and run it and drop that off and go grab something else. And you come back the next day and grab another load like that. Sometimes those loads run not just every day, but they run like several times a day. So that may be something you may want to take a look at also, okay? Here's a load that's going 167 miles from Savannah, Georgia to Macon, Georgia, dry van freight, paying $1,000, $5.99 per mile. Look, people, this is great dry van. This is some great dry van freight. If you're a dry van carrier, you know, dry van owner operator or lease operator, and looking for some good paying freight, you know, here it is, and that one is over at Atlantic Logistics, 904-866-9616. Atlantic Logistics, okay? So call these people up. They got some good paying freight out there, all right? Let's take a look at a different type of freight. Let's look at some flatbed. See what's going on with flatbed this morning. Even out of Georgia. Flatbed plus tarp. Flatbed plus size. We're gonna pull up all the flatbed freight here. All right. We got time. I'm gonna try to do, if we got time to do some hot shot stuff too, to see what's going on with some hot shots. Okay, but let's look at some flatbed freight here and see what's going on out of the Georgia area. Leaving out of Georgia this morning with flatbed freight. Woo! All right. Right off the top, we've got a 43-mile run. Real short, y'all. Come on, man. That ain't nothing. A 43-mile run from Hazelhurst, Georgia to Bristol, Georgia. So those of you guys who are driving flatbeds down there in Georgia right now, if you're looking for a short, quick run that you can run, drop off before your breakfast get cold, and then grab you another load and make some more money. This one is paying $700, 47,000 pounds, $16.28 per mile. And that's with Jones Transport, 844-385-6637, 844-385-6637. Jones Transport, got a load leaving from Hazelhurst, Georgia, going down to Bristol, Georgia. Okay, it's only 43 trip miles, 47,000 pounds, paying $700. That's $16.28 per mile. So, hey, you know, that's some good paying flatbed freight, y'all. Got other loads here, paying $13.95 a mile. That's also through Jones Transport. That's from Bristol. I'm sorry, that's from Hazelhurst to Bristol also. So those are two loads picking up there in Hazelhurst. If y'all want those loads, you want to grab them, both of them going 43 miles and going real close to each other. You may, you know, if you talk to the broker, since they're such short run loads, you may be able to talk to the broker and say, hey, I'll run the first one, grab it, drop it off, shoot right back and grab the next one. Come on, it's only 43 miles. Go do that, dead head back, grab the other one real quick and run that one too. You know, the broker can kill two loads with one stone. So that's how I would approach that. When I see loads like that, and I have a carrier who wants to run, you know, some two quick loads on for the day and be done by lunchtime, that's what you want right there. $1,400, you know, that they can make, $700, $600. That's $1,300 that they can make before lunch today and be done for the day if they want to. So that's how I approach loads like that. When I see stuff like that, and I got a good carrier who's in the area who wants to make some quick money, there you go. Okay, pick that load up, drop it, go back, pick the other load up, drop it. You done before lunchtime, and go home, chill out. Make yourself $1,400, make yourself $1,300 to $1,400 that day. Come on, can't beat that. God forbid if you talk to the broker and find out that load, those two loads are weekly loads or daily loads. They repeat every day. Since they're such short run loads, there's a good chance that those are repeatable loads. And if they are, you've got yourself set up on a great dedicated $1,400 a day, every day, back home before lunchtime. Come on, people. This is how we train our people over at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. We train them how to recognize, great opportunities. We train them how to recognize this type of freight. We train them how to talk to the brokers to get access to this type of freight. We train them, first of all, when they spot it, then they have to know how to spot this type of freight and know how to apply it and know how to contact the broker, and then, quiz that broker and find out if those loads are dedicated. If they're not dedicated, piece together some dedicated loads off of your carriers. And when you do that, three things are going to happen. Three things are going to happen. First of all, you're going to have a much happier truck driver, carrier, because they're on a dedicated run. They're making great money every single day. They know where they're going. They got some continuity. They know exactly how to plan their week. Okay, that's a no-brainer. Secondly, you're gonna make some easy money from here on out. Why? Because once you set that carrier up on that dedicated run, you don't have to worry about trying to find that particular carrier loads, every single day. You just call to make sure that connection between you and that broker and that carrier is still solid. That's all you're doing. You're just redoing the paperwork every day. You're making sure that the rate confirmation gets signed. If you got a good relationship with your carrier, go ahead and talk to them about signing power of attorney on that particular load. So you can go ahead and sign the rate confirmation for them every morning or whatever you need to do, and get that load processed so they can just concentrate on going to pick it up, drop it off. Going to pick it up, drop it off, picking up those two loads and dropping them every day and back home with mama before lunchtime. Come on, man. Easy peasy. That's what I like, easy peasy. You get enough loads like that strung together, and before you know it, like I said, people wonder, how did I earn more than close to $200,000 last year in dispatch? Why? Because I have a lot of dedicated freight, short run loads that I actually piece together for my carriers, and once you do that, they're on automation. All you got to do is just check up on them every now and then. Make sure the relationship is still good. Come on, this business can be a great business if you have the right guidance, if you know how to do certain things. And that's what we teach over at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. This is what we provide our students with and our members with, the access to all this type of stuff. All right. So that's a great flatbed load. Again, if you're looking for a load, give me a call, 866-973-6445. My phone is on. I'm waiting for calls. This is our second broadcast of the load board report. So we're not expecting a whole bunch of phone calls here. Hopefully by the time we hit our fifth or between our fifth and eighth broadcast of doing this for at least one full week, we'll get some traction and people will realize that we're giving away free loads. So give us a call. We try to find some great paying freight and give away some free loads. All right, let's look at some hot shots. A lot of people are always wanting to know about hot shots. Okay, we're gonna stick with Georgia here, and we're gonna look for some hot shot loads. There we go. Hot shots, and see if they have a splinter van. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I really don't do sprinter vans and cargo vans. Okay, I really don't do them, but a lot of people do. So let's look at some hot shots and cargo van stuff and see what's going on. Search. All right. And this is the reason why I don't really do it, because there's not a whole lot of availability of that type of freight on the regular type load boards. In order to get an abundance of that type of freight, you got to go directly to those type of shippers. I'm just being honest with you. If you are a hot shot, or if you are a sprinter van or a cargo van, if you want to find freight, you're gonna have to go directly to the shipper. A lot of times you're gonna have to knock on some doors, especially if you're a cargo or a sprinter van. Okay, you're gonna have to go knock on some doors and get some contracts direct with some mom and pop shops to run some regular deliveries and things like that. That's how you're gonna make your money in that niche market, because that is a niche market. You know, most dispatchers and brokers primarily deal with the big three. Okay, and what are the big three? Those are dry vans, those are flatbeds, and those are reefers. Okay, refrigerators. For those of you who are not familiar with that term, reefer. I'm not talking about the kind you smoke. I'm about the kind that you freeze. Okay, but those are dry vans, flatbeds, and refrigerated, commonly referred to as reefer loads. Okay, those are the big three. Those are where the majority of the load boards are going to concentrate on. That's the abundance of freight that's out there, and that is the highest paying freight in those three categories. That's where the highest paying freight comes from. That's why a lot of dispatchers don't sign, hot shots or splinter vans or cargo vans, because they're difficult to find loads for. But if you're in the Georgia area, here are some hot shots and some partial vans. Now, remember, if you're on a regular load board, if you are a hot shot or a cargo van or a sprinter van, another category you can look for is partial loads. Okay, because a lot of shippers will allow those types of transports to transport partial loads. They're not full loads. Depends on how big of a partial it is. Okay, so those are that's another category you want to look for when you're looking for freight for your hot shots, your sprinter vans, and your cargo vans. Just look for partial loads. Okay, it may not come up on the sprinter vans or hot shots or cargo, but you will have a lot of partial loads out there that shippers will allow those type of vehicles to run. Check with your brokers that you're contacting when doing that. All right. Off Rip Hill, we got 1,100-mile run, 1,180 miles from Atlanta, Georgia to Rye, New Hampshire. It is a partial van. So if you're a cargo van, this will probably work. It is a partial van, and the weight is 23,500 pounds. And I don't know what cargo vans usually, transport or what the weight they do, but there you go. Or a sprinter van, there's the weight right there. That might be a little bit too heavy, but that's paying $3,500, $2.97 per mile, and that's over at BMAC Trucking LLC, 724-213-7679. That's over at BMAC Trucking again, if you are one of those type of carriers. Here's a hot shot. Here's a couple hot shots. If those of you who are looking for hot shots and you're in the Georgia area, up around Athens, Georgia, this was leaving out of Athens, Georgia, 709 trip miles. It's going to Homestead, Florida, and the length is 25 feet, and the weight is 12,000 pounds, and it's paying $2,000. That's $2.82 per mile, and that is being offered by Sureway Transportation Company and Anderson Trucking Service. That's at 320-497-7243. Again, that's 320-497-7243. Give them a call if you're a hot shot and you're looking for that type of load. Another hot shot load is going from Savannah, Georgia to Goose Creek, South Carolina. 119 miles, very short run. It is a full hot shot load, and it's 25 feet in length, and weight is only 5,000 pounds. That's good freight. Good little short run, makes some decent money. So I'm paying $300. It's not going very far. $300, $2.52 per mile, and that's by total transport over at 912-330-9777, 912-330-9777. Let's see what we got here. A little bit higher rate per miles. Let's see here what we got. That's a low end. I guess those were the highest paid rates per mile. Here's one that's going 752 miles from Atlanta, Georgia to Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Going 752 miles. That is a partial flatbed. So if you're a hot shot, that might work. It doesn't say hot shot. It doesn't specifically say for hot shot, but that might work. Call them up, call that broker up and find out if that will work. It's 43,000 pounds. It's 30 feet in length. You know, I don't know what your hot shot can pull, but that's what that is. It's paying $1,650, $2.19 per mile. That's at Arrowhead Transportation at 815-676-3300. 815-676-3300. Here's a hot shot that is looking pretty good from Athens, Georgia to St. Cloud, Florida. 487 miles. Full hot shot, 40 feet in length, is $1,700. Almost 17,000 pounds, I'm sorry, and $1,200 is what it's paying. $2.46 per mile. And that's also at Sureway Transportation here again, and Anderson Trucking. Again, that is 320-497-7243. All right. Woo, getting close. We got about 5 minutes. All right. So anybody that needs loads, you got about 5 minutes to give me a call, 866-973-6445, and we'll see if we can put you on some loads here real quick. Let you know what's going on, see what we got going on here. Good morning. Do you do any LTL freight? That's by Katuna Jenkins. Okay, Mr. Jenkins, the best way to find out what we're doing is to give us a call, on our toll-free number, live here on the show. We can look up what you're looking. We can look up and see what area you're in, and then we can look up and tell you, where you can find that. Now, if you're asking me if my dispatch firm, the dispatch firm that I own, deal in LTL freight, we do, but I'm not looking to bring on any more carriers, me personally. My company already dispatches for 317 carriers. Okay, we're full. I'll be honest with you. We've been full now for about a year and a half. We haven't brought on any new carriers in about a year and a half. And when you get to the point to where we are, which is the RBBS Transport LLC, that's my dispatch firm. When you get to the point to where we are, where you have an abundance of carriers who are already signed on with you, and we've been very fortunate, over the last 3 years. And I started out as a brokerage firm, and then and going into my second year, I transitioned my brokerage firm into a dispatch firm, and I learned very quickly in this business that as a dispatch firm, if you want to make a lot of money, you got to get carriers signed on. First of all, you got to have shippers. That's what I did with my brokerage firm. I brought in a lot of shippers, and a lot of those shippers that I brought in, they stuck with me when I transitioned to a dispatch firm. And I also were able to go out and bring on more shippers, even as a dispatch firm. Now, a lot of people probably saying, well, how did you get direct shippers as a dispatch firm? Join our platform and I'll show you. But that's what we do. And I'll show you how to do that. But my dispatch firm, personally, we're not looking to bring on any more carriers. Now, we provide this service free during our broadcast, because during the broadcast, it helps promote our Logistics Learning Center. So if you're looking for some good paying freight, you don't want to pay anything for it, the best thing to do is give us a call up during the show. And 866-973-6445, and we'll see what we can find for you. Now, if you want to join one of the dispatch firms within our network, or one of the brokerage firms within our network, we have a huge network of dispatchers and brokers. That's why we call the National Dispatchers Network. We have a lot of companies who are up and coming. Some have been with us for the last 2 or 3 years. They're very good companies. They will find you some great paying freight. So if you want to connect with any of those, give us a call or look us up and send us a message on Facebook or something. We've got a private Facebook group called the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, or you can look me up on Facebook, Calvin Butler. and shoot me a message or look up the National Dispatchers Network on Facebook and shoot us a message. There are several ways you can get in contact with us with that network. We also feature a Facebook page called the Social Media Load Board. Great resource. We got close to 6,000 members on that group right now. You can go there and people are posting loads all day long. It's called the Social Media Load Board. Loads are being posted all day, every day. So you can join that group too. Now, if you want to get plugged into all of this, all of our training, and get access to our load boards, get access to our direct shippers, get access, to our logistics library, get access to more than 140,000 hours of pre-recorded live operational training videos. If you want access to that stuff, our live training that we have every Monday night, every Thursday night, and every Saturday. If you want to get access to that stuff, you can do that by joining our platform, $349.95 on your enrollment fee, $39.95 per month, and you get access to all of that. Now, for you YouTubers, for those of you who are YouTubers and you don't want to pay the enrollment fees, $349 or $249 enrollment fee, and the $39 a month, we our YouTube channel is going to a membership-based type of YouTube channel, where all the videos you have access to now, 700 plus videos, 140,000 hours of videos, you're no longer going to have free access to those videos. We've given you all free access to those videos for the past 3 years. We're no longer going to be giving access to our live training videos. You have access to this, the load board report every morning, and you have access to this live broadcast, but you will no longer have access to our live operational training videos. Those are going to be for members only on YouTube. So that we're launching that here probably next week. For $99 per month, you can access everything that we have, not just our videos, but our load boards. You have access to our more than 100 load boards. You also have access to our more than 19 million plus direct shippers. You also have access to our logistics library. You also have access to all of our live training. You also have access to our network of more than 2,900 industry professionals that you get to network with, talk with. You all help each other to find and book freight. You help each other to be successful in the industry. You get access to all of that. Okay. You have access to all of that. This is Katina Jenkins says, I have your number. Me and my wife are going to give you a call today. Now, give me a call today. Now, actually, if you want to get access, if you want us to find you some freight, if you want us to find you freight, because we don't take on new carriers. My dispatch firm does not take on new carriers. But if you want us to find you some freight, we'll do that for you live here on the show. And about out of time now because we're getting ready to end this broadcast for this morning. But give us a call every morning at 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Between that time and 7 a.m. in the morning. Because during the show, we will literally look up loads for you live, free of charge. Won't charge you any dispatch fee, anything like that, free of charge. We'll look up the loads for you. We'll put you in touch with the broker when we find your load, and you can contact that broker and talk to them and ride out with your money and your load. Okay? But we do that for the show because we're promoting our Logistics Learning Center, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Now, if you want me to connect you with members within our network, their dispatch firm, because they are looking to bring on more carriers, I will put you in direct contact with some of you, with some of our top dispatchers who have joined our network, some of the top dispatch firms who have joined our network, or some of the top brokerage firms who are part of our network. If you're looking to have a private consultation, if you need a private consultation, we provide private consultations for $100 per hour. That's a one-on-one, private Zoom consultation that we have with anybody who calls up. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. If you're looking to start your own trucking company, we want to do a private consultation on how to start your own trucking company. We'll sit down with you and go through the whole rigmarole of how to get started, what's the best way to get started, what it's going to cost you, and all that type of stuff. If you want to learn, if you want to call us and do a private consultation on I need help finding shippers, we'll sit down with you and we'll go through an hour of showing you how to locate, find, talk to, and convince shippers to sign you on. So whatever your private consultation, or if you're looking at on how to scale your company, how to scale your logistics firm, how to scale your trucking company, we'll sit down with you, go through a step-by-step plan on how to scale your logistics firm or your trucking company. Because we've been in the business long enough and we've seen a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm not saying we know everything, but we can give you some great advice on where to go, how to do it, and what to do to scale your company. Why? Because we did it that way. We scaled our company. Okay, so there you have it. All right, Mr. Jenkins, thank you again. I see you say that you all are definitely going to join. That's a great choice. We definitely look forward to seeing you all in our training and within our network. And again, if you all are looking to join our platform and get access to all these load boards, and get access to all these tools and resources and everything that you're going to need the access to, you're going to go over to the National Dispatchers Network, which is mydispatcher.org. Again, that's mydispatcher.org, and that's the website you need to go to. Now, once you get to that website, which is the National Dispatchers Network, I'll show you all here. Once you get to that website, which is the National Dispatchers Network, wait for it to pull up here. There we go. This is the National Dispatch Network. You're going to scroll down until you see this video here in the middle of the page. You're going to click here where it says click here to enroll. When you click that, it is going to take you over to this page right here. Okay? RBBS Logistics Learning Center, where you can items and shop, you can book a private consultation, all this stuff right here from this page. You can scroll down, you look at the items here. We have a veterans enrollment, we have an individual enrollment. Okay? We have not started the YouTube enrollment yet, where if you are one of our YouTube subscribers and you want to be a YouTube member, you don't have to pay the enrollment fees. You can join and just pay $99 per month starting out. That's it, $99 per month, and you get access to everything. Now, you can get a lesser membership for like $49 a month. You don't get access to our load boards and things like that. You will get access to our live training and our 140,000 videos, I think. But you won't get access to the load boards, the shippers, and things like that if you elect for just the $49 YouTube channel. All that starts in about a week, and we'll make an announcement of when we're going to start that. Okay, so you all will see those different type of enrollments, and then we will have them on here too for our YouTubers, where if you want to become one of our YouTube members, and then you can have access to our platform as well without having to pay the enrollment fees. You will pay a higher monthly fee because you're not paying the enrollment fee. If you want to pay the lower monthly fees, then go ahead and enroll in our regular platform, which is $349.95 on your enrollment and just $39.95 per month to have access to everything. And the veterans enrollment is $249.95 and $29.95 per month. All right. I want to thank you all again for joining us for this episode of the Load Board Report. A weekly, daily, weekday review of what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight. Thank you all again. I really appreciate everyone for joining us this early in the morning. And remember, share this with your friends. Share this with all your truck driving friends, all your truck driving buddies, all your owner-operator friends and family and everything, and let them know that there's a source for you to go and get free loads every morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This has been Calvin with the Load Board Report, and I will see you all on tomorrow morning at the same bat channel at the same bat time, 6 a.m. on our YouTube channel, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, for the Load Board Report. Thank you all, and you all have a great morning. Bye, everybody.